Hello, peeps of the world. My name's Jared, and today we are going to talk about my personal scary stories. Now these are all true, I mind you. All of them that I've seen and felt with my own body and eyes. I'll be sharing 3 of my scary stories for Halloween. So, the first 2 takes place whenever I'm a wee lad of around the age of 7 to 10. You know. And the next one all the way up to where I'm 15. So, without further ado, let's begin. It all starts in school. My elementary school. Of course, not going to give the name. Let's call it school elementary school. So in school elementary school, I was there for all of my elementary, kindergarten through 4th grade. And school elementary, fantastic school. And this takes place whenever I'm in 2nd grade, so about 7, 8 years old. And so we're all standing up in, a square pattern. Me and my classmates were playing a game called Sparkle, which means you spell out a word, and whenever the word ends, you say Sparkle, and then you get to continue the game. But if you fail to say Sparkle, or fail to spell the word correctly, then you have to sit down. But that's not the spooky part. So I'm there, looking forward at the whiteboard. The door is to the right of me. The teacher far across the room to the left, and my classmates in a square rectangular pattern. And I'm here. And so I'm standing there playing the game, minding my own business in around November, now that I remember. And so I look. And so what baffles is that the lights turn off. The lights turn off without warning. A few of my classmates, jump with screams. But that's not why I remember it. Because of course it happens once in a while. Random power outage. No, this was different. I looked out. The lights were still on. A cold circle developed over my stomach and slowly shrunk in size. Now, to give a little backstory on why it's so significant. Because I believe a ghost has passed through me. Slight cold spot in my circle, slowly shrinking down. Very strange. It never has happened again. But what really makes it intriguing is that someone actually passed away in that school. Whenever I was in kindergarten, sadly, a family passed away in a house fire. Only the parents survived. But I knew one of those girls. She was in my class. I knew her. And I believe she had a crush on me. Always handing me the paper first in that class. Whenever we got them. Smiling at me. So I believe that was her. Saying hi. Can never explain it. Never happened again. Power outages came one, came all. I mean, 2 times a year, maybe even 3. But yet this one, of course, was different. On to story number 2. Story number 2 happened around the same time. Maybe a year after or a year before. But all I know is that it scared me. Because I saw it. So, let's describe the room I'm in. It's nighttime, around 8 o'clock, and it's my bedtime. Of course, I don't have a phone. I'm not staying up too late. But I do have a nightlight. And this nightlight was a sizable nightlight. Almost about the size of Bob Frost's head right over here. For scale. And this nightlight was special because it was the moon. You know, the moon, battery powered, huge, large circle, hung on my wall. You know, hung on the wall. The doorway's over to the left. Behind me, an opening. Yeah, an opening as in I'm on my bunk bed. You know, so you have the bunk bed in the corner, right here. Bunk bed, door, wall. Bunk bed up against the wall with the moon right there. Dead eye to my left region. You know. And it's 8 o'clock. I'm sitting there. You know, my windows covered by blinds, you know, and blankets. You know, so no one could, you know, see anything. The streetlights were far from my yard. You know, so can't get in through the window. Yet I stared. I stared at that moon. Stared and stared. You know, just being a child. Thinking, wondering about anything, who knows what. Boom! Without a flash of a warning, a girl's shadow figure head appears with the moon. Right here. Strung about. It made no absolute sense. It was like she was a shadow person, up against a wall, like a piece of paper shoved. It wasn't a shadow, it wasn't the light bringing on, you know, or else it would have covered the moon. But the moon was still shining full, and this small box of square light was developed by a head, a shadow head. I rushed my head under the covers. Minutes drew by, and I unsheathed myself from my bed. The head, the shadow, the thing was gone. Of course, I ran out to my parents. Mom, Dad, I saw something. I saw something. I have no sisters. You know, no light could do that. My little brother was way too short. Being on a bunk bed, ceiling, being touched by my fingertips. Yet somehow, some way, shape, or form, this shadowy figure comes along and she rips itself through the light on the wall. Never knew how to explain it. And it only happened that one time. You know, or else I, of course, would remember it. Random shadow, this, that, something. On to story number 3. Now, story number 3 is actually quite recent in my head. Being the age of 15, freshman year of school, I'm in my house, on my porch, walking my dog. It's around 9, maybe 10, 9:30, somewhere along there. Sunset fully. The porch light is on. You know, you've probably seen it in my videos. Go check them out. So my porch is there, and I'm there walking my dog, and you know, I'm out of my driveway. And if you look in between, you know, if you look across the street, in between is a forest. This forest isn't very big, you know, only stretching maybe, you know, 50 yards or so. But it goes down into a stream and dips back up, so you can see. Yet it's very trench-like. and the house on the right and the house on the left, slightly slanted, slightly crooked. And so what I heard back there, made no sense. 2 whistles. 2 distinct whistles. Now, yes, could have been nothing. Could have been something. Could have been someone. Someone walking by, making that. Because there was a parking lot. A store. But yet, what was strange enough, that shocked me to my core, was I've heard those 2 singular notes whistled just like that. The Whistling Man. Now, the Whistling Man, some may not know, many may not know. But what's more important is that he's real. The Whistling Man is a strange man that somehow changes the perception of sound. Whenever he's closer, he sounds much farther away, and once he's much farther away, he sounds close. So you never truly know where he is. And you can look it up on YouTube. Those 2 distinct notes. And this man, loud whistling. I heard it. Now the woods back there may be small. To have watched the videos previously that week and having that happen, I was intrigued. And as I was walking my dog, I was fixated on those woods. And what happened next was very strange. Another one, slightly to the left. Of me, but yet from his distance, 50, 100 feet or so. Same 2 notes. Now once you go more left, you're going deeper into the woods. Still down in that trench. So it curves, snake pattern. One was over here. The next one was over here. I could never explain it. Still fixated. It happened again. The same 2 notes. Farther away, more to my left, like he was walking a path. Yet I could not hear no discernible snap of a twig or brush. It's thick down there. Not someone to just breeze by. No, to swing at it with a machete would be hard enough. No crackling, no popping, no nothing. Yet those 2 distinct notes happened even further along. After that, of course, I went into the house and explained it to my father. Father saying, I was just someone, maybe a fox. They do make very strange noises, lots of screaming or so. But of course I know the difference between a fox and a whistle. In the days preceding, I whistled back those same 2 notes. And if you think I'm crazy, I whistled those same 2 notes. And my neighbor across the street, whenever I did them once, flipped on the back porch light and looked out. That's how I knew she heard it too. The world is a strange place. I know many strange economies. A very glimpse of worlds beyond this one. Strange creatures, strange sightings, noises, things, I just wish I could experience more. Skinwalkers, Wendigos, Stickmen, Whistling Men, Bigfoot, the Beef Coon. Many things happen. Many things go. Many things unexplainable. So be weary of this Halloween time. Or if you go camping, even just a step too far away from your home, something, anything could happen. So I bid you do. Those stories are personal to me. Though I've never heard, or seen any of the things since. I do wish to hear other people's stories. Oh, I do love a scary story. And I do love those scary videos. The ones are real. The ones you actually see something. Goodbye. Especially, don't die. And have a peaceful, spooky month.